So I have an awful lot to share today. And this has taken me many attempts to record this video because the current energy right now is just coming through like a freight train, and so many aha moments, so much to share. And like, it's trying to just slow it all down so you can just bring one thing through, pop it out there and not overwhelm, and then like sit for a while and then bring the second thing through. So I have a list here and I need to be very conscious just to bring one at a time and talk about it bit by bit, because that's the energy of December for me. And I just want to start with that this is the first month that I have kind of got like a recce from everybody all over the world, what they're talking about, other light workers bringing through their energy trend videos. This is an energy trend video. It's like an energy forecast, basically, bringing through guidance on what's going on now and what you can expect and da-da-da. So usually our videos and our feedbacks and our posts are kind of in alignment with each other. But I found that the month of December is quite diverse and different. And some people are talking about, oh, the energy feels amazing now and there's renewal. Some people are talking about how the energy is really, really chilled and peaceful and passive. And then there's me. Then there's me. Maybe it's just the way I roll. It's chaos, y'all. I'm still like fighting to just get through. Well, not fighting, that's the wrong word. I am still head down and just getting through it, because I'm finding the energy very intense. I'm finding the anxiety is very, very high. I feel like there's another wave of energy come up and come in. And I feel that where the reason for that is because we are working in the mental body. So I need to unpack this so it can be best understood. So the mental body, the reason I'm feeling this, or understanding this, is because when I feel the mental body, I feel it at the top of my sinuses. So it's all up here. There's like a kind of like a pressure. And that tells me that there's brain work going on. Now, the mental body is obviously connected to the brain. The mental body is also connected to the causal chakra, which is here. That's where the Christ consciousness codes come through. And it's like pure white light. Any of you that are connected to the unicorns and the angels, they come through there. And this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling it all around here. I'm even very stuffy as I speak. And I feel that our negative belief systems are collapsing. And the reason there's like chaos and kind of like energy going on is because think about what negative beliefs uphold. If you believe something to be true negatively, that is technically what we're talking about is the story. So the story has to come from the mental body because it's kind of the ego, right? So if the story is then created and the negative belief system is created and you think something to be true and it's obviously not good, then that's going to stimulate a whole bunch of emotions that goes with it to back up the story, okay? So then we have a whole thing going on here, right? So think about it. If the negative belief systems are crashing down and they're being collapsed, okay, what's actually happening is the great reveal. And this is where the chaos is coming in. As one falls down, one is rising, and their body and the energy, your energy field and everything is saying, hang on a minute, we've been in with these negative emotions for so long. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is all we know. Hang on a minute, we don't really want to let that go yet, but you kind of do. But that's what's happening. So there's chaos because it's like the clothes have been ripped off and you're like, oh, in public, oh my God, vulnerable. What am I going to do? I've always found familiarity in that. And now you're revealing something else, which I'm not used to, which is the fact that you are loved. The fact that you are powerful, the fact that you are in your sovereignty, the fact that you are a light being and a human being that has absolutely nothing wrong with you. You are made in God's eye. And I don't mean that in a religious sense. I mean that in a connected, we are all one, reflections of each other, divine reflections of each other. You are amazing. You're powerful. You're beautiful. But then what's happened? So here we are, a whole lot of amazingness. There was nothing wrong with us in the first place. Now shroud that over the top with the illusion, which is the mental body, the negative belief systems that tell you you're not good enough. You'll always be in scarcity and lack. You're not worthy. You're worthless. Hopelessness, disillusionment. Do you know what I mean? All of these things that have kept us small for so long. This is the great collapse. So these negative belief systems are starting to collapse down now. Not for us to get rid of the negative and go, okay, well, we need to try and find some positive to replace that. No, the positive's always been there because we go back to that perfectness of you. You were always whole. You were always love. You were always to be loved. You know what I mean? You are it all. So now, as this shroud falls away, That's the illusion, right? And that's what I'm talking about, the great reveal. So now there is almost a apprehension, a panic, a stammering, a vibration, a reluctance to just go straight into this belief system that you are pure love and that you are pure light and that you are loved and supported and we are one and we are all, no separation. There's a reluctancy to do that. Why? Because we've always known this dysfunction and this separation. But that's just illusion, as I say. So that's what's all falling down and away. So the bottom line is I've said this in some posts before. I did a post a while ago about our addictions to pain. And I'm going to say our addictions to dysfunction, our addictions to being disconnected. Think about that. Your addiction to being disconnected. You have always been disconnected because that's what's falling away, right? That's why you don't want to necessarily let it go. You've always been disconnected. You've always felt that separation. So what are you without it? And it's a case of like, well, if you have coffee every day, all of a sudden you stop coffee and you're kind of like, well, what do I do at 9 o'clock in the morning? Usually at the coffee house now. Oh my God. And that's like when we have a cigarette, like, well, shit, wake up in the morning, have your cup of tea, cigarette. Oh my God, I'm not having a cigarette now, freaking out. Those are all addictions, okay? Things that you've always done to keep you in a artificial rhythm of flow, but it's not actually flow. So now all of a sudden the addiction is now showing itself that you're addicted to dysfunction. You're addicted to the old way. So that comes from the mental body, because all mental bodies, all the addictions come from the mental body. All of it does. Having been an addict for 12 years, 10 years, I know that to be so. Change your thinking, change your perspective. Perspective comes from the mental body, right? Change your perspective, everything changes, right? That one little thing. Change one belief system, your whole world will change. I've said it once and I've said it before. Not said it once, I've said it many times actually. That I can work with people and we'll do some amazing work and we go. And then all of a sudden down the line, all of that amazing energy work, happy days. Then we get to a session and we do a belief system session and I change or I clear one negative belief system. It's like a house of cards. All of that energy work, all of that healing from the emotional body, the spiritual body, then all of a sudden we get to the mental body and I clear one negative belief system and it comes falling down like a house of cards. That tells you how powerful the mind is. If you believe something to be so, you're going to play it out in your emotional body, your spiritual body, everywhere. That's the thing. So imagine the power of positivity. And that is what's being revealed. So rather than go into unpacking the details like one by one, maybe just put it into perspective and say, right, okay, do I need to clear all the tiny little fringes and all the little bits and pieces that lies in the disconnect and the separation, which is what's falling away? Or do I actually just need to send my light and heal the fact that I'm addicted to dysfunction, I'm addicted to separation, I'm addicted to pain, because all addictions are addiction to pain. So now all of a sudden, without you running around like a blue ass fly trying to put out fires, now all of a sudden you're actually just focusing on one energy field being old paradigm, your outer layer, your shroud, which doesn't serve you anymore. That's falling away. Let it fall. Cut all the little strings around you that connects to that old paradigm, and do nothing else except allow the great reveal. Allow. Your soul knows what to do. Your power, your sovereignty, your energy essence, your signature energy, whatever, it knows what to do. So just create the space so it can come out and show you exactly what it's made of, which is pure brilliance, So this is what I feel. This is where I feel the chaos is quite hectic at the moment, because we've got that falling away and coming up. So, you might resonate with this, you might not, because you might be one of those people that are actually in the peacefulness and everything like that. And nothing is wrong and nothing is right. That's another thing, because that's just judgment, comes from the mental body. But at the end of the day, we're all multidimensional beings. Basically means that we're in a different paradigm in many different times, all at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, many different dimensions, all at the same time. So you can be here, all having a different experience in our life. So if you are basically coasting and you're kind of going through life and going, right, okay, this, I feel peaceful and all the rest of it. You're meant to be working there because you're meant to be working in the peace state for the rest of us. Because remember, we're all connected. We're all one. We're all whole. So if that is your vibration in the month of December, keeping that vibration there in peace, I'm also receiving that. Thank you. So if I'm vibing here and I'm working like, you know, with all of this chaos that's coming through and I'm working with the mental body, I'm also sending that your way as well. So I'm working in this arena or this vibration, or this timeline, or this multi-dimensional level, and you're also going to receive that as well. So as you can see, we're a team, man. We're all one, and we're all basically working in different places at the same time. So this is where I say nothing is wrong and nothing is right. That's just judgment. And as I say, that comes from the mental body. So you can understand, just looking at my list, see if there's anything else to come through. So you can understand basically what you're doing, why you're doing it, and just to kind of like allow it just to unfold. But yeah, let the illusion fall away. Your powerful belief systems are going to be revealed. Allow that to happen. If you're really, really tired and kind of feeling sick most days, like me still, that's okay. It's part of the purge. So allow it to purge, because remember, it's coming out your cells and everything like that. So I'm going to sign off in this video now, because there are actually about another 3 things I want to speak about, but I don't want to clog the channels, man. So I'm going to just sign off on this one, let the dust settle, and then I will do another video. Yeah. So let it marinate. Let it all fall away. Peace.